Hello and welcome to episode 82 of my Working with Todoist series. In this episode, I want to show you a new feature or an updated feature that Todoist has done related to linking one task to another task. Now, for those of you watching this, I have noticed that this seems to only work on the web version. Now, I could be wrong. And this may also be possible on the native apps on your laptop or desktop. However, for this particular episode, I'm going to show you how to do this on the web version. I guess most people are using Todoist on the web. Or alternative, I mean, if it is possible to do it in the native apps, I will investigate and I will add an additional episode just to update you on that. But for today, I want to show you how you're doing this on the web version of Todoist, which generally is the most up-to-date version of Todoist there is. Okay, so let's get straight into this. We've got the demo project here, and I've got a task that this task needs to be completed before I can do this task. Unfortunately, when I was practicing this, I've left this just a second. I need to remove that one. Okay, and I'll remove the brackets like that. And okay, so now these tasks have no linked tasks to them at all. So this task needs to be completed before I do this task. So let's go into this and link this task to this one. Excuse me, I've also got Okay, right. I think we're up to date now. So this task needs to be completed before I do this task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this task by going into the tools icon here. The three dots at the side of the task. Click on that, and it says link to task. You click on that. It gives you a URL that you can clip to your copyboard. Okay, so I've clipped that to my copyboard, and then I'm going to paste this into this one here. So what I can do is if I highlight that, delete it, and then do that, and then save, after a few seconds you'll see something change. Now I say after a few seconds, let me just go into a different view and then come back. Generally what would happen is this is going to change. It's not changing. Actually, what I will do is I'll do a quick sync and see if that will change things. Nope, it doesn't change things. Okay, so there is another way of doing this. I can go into here and say do this task first in brackets, return, and now what you'll see is I've got a nice little click on this. So if I click on that, what will happen is it will take me to this task. This task needs to be completed before I do this task. Okay, so what we've got here is this task is now linked to this one. So demo project, this task needs to be completed before I do this task. So do this task first. So what I can do is click on that, and it takes me straight to that task. Now, as I say, this, as far as I can see, this is only available on the web version of Todoist at the moment. This may change in the future, or there may be a workaround which I haven't quite figured out yet, but I will do a test and figure out how to do that if it is possible. So let's just show you that how to do that again. Now this is particularly useful, not so much in the same project as I'm doing here, but this is particularly useful if you've got two projects that are interconnected to one another. There could be, for example, it could be a work project, or more likely is you're doing a work project and something in your areas of focus, like it might be your weekly sales report. You might need something for that, and you can just link that task straight into it. So to link the task, all you need to do is link to task, copy it to your clipboard, say OK, and then you can now add that in here. So I can just paste it into there, and if I put brackets around the task like this, and then hit save, this task now is a clickable task. So I can just click on that, and it will take me directly into it should have taken me directly into the task that I was doing. It looks I'm having a little bit of a wobbly task today. It's not taking me in now, but it was taking me in. Do this task first. So if I take this one, it does that, takes me into that task. So it's having a little bit of a wobble I'm having today, but you get the idea of how this can work. So you can link tasks directly to your another task within Todoist. And as I say, this is particularly useful if you've got two projects on the go and they actually sort of overlap each other, which occasionally can happen, particularly if you're doing an areas of focus on a regular routine task that you have to do, say a weekly task that is linked to a major one-off project. Okay, I know this has been a little bit wobbly today. It's not worked exactly as it maybe should do, but this is a new feature that came in the last week or two on Todoist, and it was like an updated feature. Maybe I'm experiencing some bugs in my computer, or there's a bug on the other end. I'm not sure, but you do get the idea. And as I say, it does work because you can just click on this, takes me to this task. This task needs to be completed before I can do this task. One area that I should point out is, particularly if you've got a lot of notes in a task and you want to refer to those notes, this is where this link to another task is very, very useful, because it can take you to the task that has the notes. And by the way, you can actually post the link. So I've got the link here, add that comment, give it a few seconds, and it actually gives you a little bit more of an overview. So as you say here, Todoist task, blah, 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 from project, demo, projects. It gives you a little bit more information. So what I would normally do is I would use the task area, this one here, for my actual task itself. And if it is linked to another task, I would actually add that into the notes section, because it keeps things nice and clean and logical to the way my brain works. Okay, so hopefully you get a pretty good understanding of how linking to another task is used. This has been updated from the previous version of Todoist, so I would suggest if you really need to use this, or you can figure out a way of using this within your own workflow, then by all means have a play and see what you can do. Okay, thanks for watching episode 82. I now just want to wish you all a very, very productive week, and I'll see you in the next episode.